Ayo, welcome back to another episode of the Rap Dad Podcast. As always, I'm Junes, and across from me,
hey, it's Melancholy.
Damn straight. You know what it is, right? And if you don't, you should. You're about to find out. Thank you to everybody that's been listening. Getting closer to the end of the year.
Yep.
And it's been going great. We appreciate all the new subscriptions to our YouTube page. If you haven't done so when you're listening to this or watching this and you haven't subscribed,
do it.
Fucking do it, man.
There's a button somewhere in this area. I think.
You can subscribe to it if you're watching it. And if you're listening to it on podcast, you don't watch it, that's fine. Thank you, too. We appreciate that just as much.
It's the OG version.
Yeah, it's definitely the OG version. But make sure you leave us a 5-star rating and review. Yes. Super, super, super important, just as much as subscribing on YouTube. Other than that, give us a follow on Instagram.
Yes.
The Rap Dad Podcast.
That's the one.
You can follow me at Reno Junes. Follow Melancholy at Melancholy775. Enough about us. Our guest, I think it's a 3-peat.
3 or 4-peat.
It might be a 4-peat this time.
Yeah.
3?
I think it's a 3-peat.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got Morale. You guys know him.
What's up?
Yeah, we got him back in the flesh.
First video version.
I was just thinking that. I was like, I don't think he's been here since we've done video. It's been a while. So this is how we do video.
I'm excited to see how awkward I look.
We'll try to make you look good.
Yeah.
I'll do a little color correcting so you're not extremely white.
Yeah,
That's always it's always his thing. Is like, I look so white.
It's a mountain we gotta tackle every time.
I feel like you've got some like Scandinavian blood going on.
I've added up to every country. It's just cloudy all the time.
Yeah.
Overcast 24/7.
Okay.
In Europe, I'm from there.
Okay. Fair enough.
I'm from every country that is the Seattle of Europe.
Yeah.
That's me.
It's my heritage. It's my people.
My ancestors never saw the sunshine.
That's so funny.
No reason for it. Get out of here.
No, we'll make you look good. We'll make you look good. You know what's funny though is that some of the folks that might follow Al because they follow Glass Tung or something like that, you might know that he has a Corvette.
Yeah.
Melancholy didn't know
Just found that out, yeah.
He pulls up and he's like, is that fucking Al?
Yeah.
It's like, he's like, when did he get that?
It's been a minute, yeah.
He's been driving that for a while now, dude. He's like, oh,
Corvette.
that's the car he's been working on?
Yeah. It all made sense, yeah. It all came full circle.
Like, I thought he still had a Jeep. So, let's tell the folks what you're driving.
It is, yes. I am a Corvette guy now, but not
Guy
not
now.
yeah. I think you have to be a certain category. You're in a category. Once you drive a Corvette, you're automatically in a category.
Well, yeah,
so.
you're an owner of a Corvette.
So
Yeah.
I have a question about that because I noticed that especially when last time we went to Salt Lake to visit Hope's family, we rented it and it was a Jeep. And I had people waving at me all the time because Jeep people wave at each other. Mm-hmm. So you're already used to that. But do you get the waves from the Corvette people now?
I do, yeah. But I get more like the general public. I feel like they hate me. Like that car instantly just pisses people off in a way I've never seen.
And people are like, oh, what? He thinks he's better than us because he has a Corvette?
Oh, my God. Or I don't know what it is, but like so many times somebody will come flying by me and just... fuck you, just middle finger out the window at me. I'm like, am I speeding? Did I cut someone? I don't think I
assume
did
you're an
anything,
asshole.
did I?
Yeah, they assume you drive like a dickhead, which is weird because, I mean, when I see a Corvette, I'm like, oh, this guy's probably going to want to go fast.
Sure. Yeah. And
he's all in the slow lane doing the speed limit. Just a normal person.
One thing I learned when John had his Corvette was that, it is kind of, yours is a little bit older, so it's kind of a different story, but Corvettes are kind of an old man's car.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like
Especially
mine. Like the old guys who finally retired or whatever, got some money, they got their dream car, they got the Corvette. Not a lot of young people have the Corvette, so.
True. Mine it's a 2002. It's a C5. It's a little older.
Yeah.
But, I've even said, like, in the past, like, Corvette will speed by. I'm like, fucking douchebag.
Well, yours is almost like a hot rod now.
Yeah. Certain things fell in line.
Well, I mean, it's over 20 years old now, so it's almost like a hot rod, considered like an old school.
Almost a classic.
Yeah.
But basically, and for anybody that doesn't know, I'm an insane gearhead. Like, I love everything cars, everything. And
go listen to any of the past episodes with him. You'll find out about him. He always has been.
So an opportunity arose. I used to drive a 4-door Jeep Wrangler, cool, vehicle, definitely.
It was a manual.
It was a manual. It was cool. I did love it, but an opportunity came to get rid of that and step into a Corvette, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna.
Why would you not?
Gonna
Right?
do that.
Why would you not?
Yeah, so it ain't in perfect condition, but it's work in progress. We're
all
moving
that.
and
It's a
grooving.
project, man.
moving and
Yeah,
grooving.
you didn't buy it and it was like falling apart
No.
or anything
No,
like that.
no.
It's not. You didn't like have
No.
to put it on a trailer to take it
It's
home.
got 3 wheels.
Yeah,
I think-
no, it was a pretty amazing addition. Not just like, it's not broken down, but like we were talking about earlier, like you look at the engine, like the person who owned it cared about it. It's completely clean. The compartment's not greasy or dusty. It's like, it's a fucking nice car, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
They're uncomfortable though.
kind of a luck. Yeah,
Did.
definitely.
Because he's picked me up before. We went and did another podcast a few months ago, and he picked me up and we went to it, and I was like, these are not the most comfortable seats. Like,
No.
it's definitely not a road trip car,
No.
No.
even though it could be.
Unless you want to just get there fast, and comfort isn't really.
But they're not like super uncomfortable. But it's like when you get in it, you're like sitting in like almost like bucket. I mean, it's like a fucking,
Yeah,
it's
it's a bucket,
you're
yeah.
low to the ground.
It's like
and
you're like
shit.
in a
Yeah.
little space capsule.
It's
you
the
know
way
what I
it's
mean?
supposed to be. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm speaking from driving a '99 Ford F-150 with a bench seat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty much like a fucking love seat sitting on that thing.
Hey, that's friends. If there are any of you environmentalists out there, weirdos.
I don't think they listen to this podcast.
Well,
so
if
you
there
gotta-
are one of them, this Corvette gets better gas mileage than my Jeep Wrangler did.
Yeah, it does.
So,
Yeah.
nah,
Gets better
nah,
gas
nah.
mileage in my truck, that's for sure. And it's you were I mean
funny.
the season's over. It's wintertime and shit, so the season's over. But you were doing the full speed entry contests
Yeah.
all spring and summer long. I mean, it was before you even got your Corvette. You started doing it, right?
Yeah, so that was another like sort of factor in getting it. But all summer long, have been doing the full speed entry competitions within the Club Rowdy drift events out at Fernley.
Yeah, it's like
And,
a full 2-day drift event, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
usually like a Saturday
yeah.
and a Sunday.
I actually last one was bad. I woke up, thought I was basically dying, and
Damn.
yeah. So
Well, did you get hurt
Yeah,
drifting?
what?
no,
happened?
the good old head.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, but
You think it was from breathing in too much tire smoke?
oh man, I wish.
Too much gasoline fume.
Too much, the smell of rubber all day long?
I wish, but no.
It's just too manly
I
out
had
there.
pushed the shots I've been getting in my head for the past couple years, whatever. Since they aren't like the greatest things for me.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
A needle into your fucking spinal head,
Or like
the top of your
Your
spine.
spinal head.
the stuff that's
The head of your spinal.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just gonna try to not do this for a year and do other things.
I
And-
introduced him to mushrooms
Yeah, and things were going good.
on tour.
I think I also helped mess up a little bit of it, but it got to a point where I had to have the shot again.
Yeah.
And I did, and now I'm good.
I mean, if you pushed it off for that long, then that's good. I mean,
Yeah, I'll take an extra year without
getting
bunch
stabbed,
of stuff. Yeah, stabbed and have
'Cause, I
bunch
mean,
of,
that's gotta hurt.
Steroids and other stuff. in
getting
there.
that done. That's
Yeah.
gotta hurt.
That's got it. Do they
It
numb
does-
you at all, or they just
I think
pop
there's
it right in
maybe-
there?
There's a little numbing stuff in it, but like she has to put the needle directly into the nerve, like my occipital nerve. Like it can't be on either side. Like it has to go in. So for the first little bit, it's very strange.
Oh, fuck all of that. Fuck all of that.
Such a good way to put it. It's
Yeah.
very strange.
It's very strange.
Very
It's not
Pretty
excruciating or
awkward.
anything. Into your ocular nerve, so like your eyes and shit.
No, the I guess it's like occipital. Base
Oh,
of the
okay,
skull.
okay, yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like the back.
Yeah,
That's why
yeah,
I
yeah.
said like his head, neck, the neck of his head, neck.
Yeah.
Because it's like right there where his spine is, but his head is
Yeah.
too. Because he told me about it before, and I'm like, holy fucking shit, that's
Fuck all of that.
Gnarls Barkley. Well, I mean,
If you need it, you need it, you know.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like, it just sounds.
you've been on tour with him. You've seen what he was like.
Yes.
The pain that he'd go through. Like he's like,
Yeah.
it's crazy. You're like, oh man, he's probably he's dying. Right?
He might be
we're
dead.
going out
He's
today.
dying.
Yeah.
Today might be the last for sure.
Yeah. So it's
Possible.
like
It's like, dude, just one more day and then we're home. All right, just make it one more day.
yeah. So it's like, I mean, you got to do what you got to do, and if using psilocybin,
Yes.
helps,
It does help.
and it can prolong it, and fucking why not?
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
It did help me a lot. I think one weekend just decided to party like 10 times more than I normally would ever. And it just didn't come back from that.
Yeah. Well, you got to still realize that you're not as young as you used to be.
Yes.
Yeah. You know,
So,
I mean, you're still going to get hungover, but there's also those extra effects that could happen to you.
Yeah.
yeah,
You know.
pushing envelopes there.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's like you've done that before.
Oh, yeah.
You know what it's like to be hungover, and you know what it's like to be hungover with fucking your extra fucking metal plate throbbing.
Yeah.
You know, it's like your brain gets dehydrated from drinking. It's the first thing it gets dehydrated.
And they just get worse
You know.
the older you get, man.
And I imagine when you have a plate in your head, it's fucking got to be so awkward. Being hungover and having that pounding headache is like probably so gnarly.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a metal plate in your head too.
I do.
Yeah.
So
Not
both
fun.
of you fucking metal heads.
Yeah.
The nerves.
Fucking
being
metal heads
messed
over here.
up
Start a
or-
band.
Yeah, dude.
Mine's on the front of my head, though.
Which is even crazier.
Yeah.
Headbangers.
There we go.
Headbanger's ball.
Which people think that, like, oh, that means you could, like, it won't hurt if you hit something or whatever. But no, it hurts fucking worse.
Yeah.
You're
like-
smashing your skin against the metal.
I was just
like,
going to
it hurts
say,
worse.
like, what the fuck, dude? That sounds awful.
And I have screws right here. So, like, it hits the fucking screws.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
miserable.
forgot
Yeah.
You're like,
about
it's
that.
not numb.
Yeah, it's not numb.
Hey, does your skin have feeling? Do you have nerves in your forehead? Hey, me too, fucko.
Yeah.
So these events, though, when you first came on, you were talking about them a little bit. It was before you started doing them, and you've calibrated them quite a bit. I mean, so let's talk about that because it's full speed entry.
Yes.
Which is the first corner of the drift track. Is that how it works? They go on as fast as they can the first corner, and whoever can drift going the fastest. Is that what it is?
Yes. I mean, it now is like one of the corners of like the track everybody does. The
Okay, so
setup.
somebody
It's
can get some momentum
incorporated.
into it?
Yeah. So it starts from where people stand, like way down the track. And
Okay,
you basically
okay.
have an unlimited amount of runway to go as fast as you can. And cars, well, in the space, last time, cars were hitting almost 100 coming in.
God damn.
So, but it's a serious thing, and like
Yeah.
So do you have like the speed gun or whatever
yeah,
to see
it's
what
judged by a radar gun
Okay.
that I have, and there's not like a lot of people do it because you kind of need to have a sack under you.
Yeah.
And not just that, but like even if you have the balls, but maybe you might not have the skill, and so
The risk is
so
Yeah.
you don't want to wreck your car, because if you spin out at that speed, it's and there is a wall there is a chance that you can end it. So
yeah.
So if they're coming in at 100, what are they drifting at?
well, they're not drifting at a wall, but
Well, no, I know that,
No,
but
but
what
like,
speed?
okay.
What speed are they drifting at?
so they
They're
have to
coming in at
make
100.
the corner, so they huck the car sideways at about a buck, and then have to slow the car down to, I'd say, around between 30 and 40
Okay.
is what you're making this corner at. But when you're going that fast, flipping a car sideways at a certain point and then getting everything right with the downshifts, so when you hit the gas again, you can, so the skill definitely has to be involved. And then the car itself, like if you have a regular 4-cylinder, 190 horsepower car, like you're probably only gonna get to 60, 70 there.
Yeah.
So the cars that have entered are insane because they're usually like big boy dudes or people who know what they're doing
Sure.
for real. And it's very interesting to watch. And so far I've gotten a good response. People like it, and they give them something else to do while they're there.
Sure. Yeah.
Test their skills, I guess, in a different way.
And it gives the crowd something else to watch too.
Yeah.
It's another little dope little event.
Yeah, and I have like a loudspeaker, so when I get the speed, I'm like yelling it at the crowd and stuff like that.
Nice. Yeah, no, he obviously Full Speed Entry is his company. He's got a page and stuff like that. So he posts all types of clips, and some of that shit is gnarly, dude.
Yeah.
Because he'll have like a camera right at the wall where they're doing the drift, and it's like people are like this fucking close, like literally like an
crazy.
inch. so close, dude, just ripping. It's like, holy fucking shit, dude.
I like the ones where
gnarly.
they're doing like the team drifting.
Yep, tandems.
Yeah, is that what it's called? Tandems?
Yeah.
That was every time you post those, I'm like, damn, that's crazy,
dude,
right
it's
there.
It's cool as
just
shit.
to be
It's
that
gnarly.
close to someone else, like, that's wild.
It's a whole different, like, I mean, people hear about skateboarding now and like Moto X and fucking all types of shit, but you know, drifting, like, that is a whole, like, its own subculture.
Oh yeah.
Underground fucking cult thing, which is so crazy because it's so big.
Yeah.
But it's also still so underground, which is fucking dope.
Yeah.
It's really, really cool. Because I don't know nothing about it until I talk to him. Because I'm like, fucking, I haven't. Last time I drove a stick was like fucking 9 years ago. So
yeah, the only time I've ever drifted was Need for Speed Underground. You had the drift events, you know. Just really got at it. I was a champion though, so just you know,
just so you know,
I came in first place.
That's nothing to shake a stick.
So like,
that's, hey, respect.
So I imagine it would transfer perfectly. I'll just get behind the car and just whip it like nobody's business.
I mean, I did start playing Forza, so.
How's that going for you?
No, I mean, to learn how to drift cars before.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I started out playing Forza, and then I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same.
let me buy a whole seat and a. Let me play. What game do you play? Is it still Forza?
Like I play, Forza a lot, and this other drift game called Car X.
Car X. Is that the one that you play with your whole setup?
Yeah, the wheel. Good old simulation.
It's intense.
Yeah,
man.
which is really nuts. Which I don't know if you had it actually set up and running the last time that you were here, because it's been such a long time. But I mean,
I think you were talking about you were getting it set up, like for your channel,
your cameras and everything.
That's right.
Yeah. I mean, they've posted so much fucking shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
pretty consistent.
It's fun. I'm pretty consistent. I try to be. I'm like bad at a lot of this stuff, really bad. So
I'm bad, like really bad. Also not good.
I want to be better at it. I'm learning how to be better than it. Like, but yeah, I'm like just rewiring my fucking brain, basically.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard to be like a content creator. You have to be very consistent.
Yeah,
and sometimes when you're consistent with it, you're like, well, it's not going anywhere. It's like getting the same traction. Sometimes it's not the best traction at first, you know? And it's kind of defeating a little bit. It can be.
Sure.
Yeah, and then sometimes like I just hate doing it. Like I'm like, fuck, man. Like I feel like I'm just a slave to this little thing, and like, but that's only sometimes. But I'm just trying to like rewire my brain to where like I've done a lot of therapy these past couple of years, a whole lot of therapy, which I like stand super behind. Like I love therapists and therapy, and wish that more people would do it. But
I know they should make it free.
My brain, because of my head injury, has been wired so long to just deal with like being in pain and just deal with that stuff. That like now that things are sort of different for me, it like still is stuck in that way. And so I'm trying to rewire it so like when I wake up, my brain is now like, do this that you need to do instead of like float through space for a while until you're like, okay, stop it. You know, like, so it's just been like
set a schedule or something.
12 years of like we're unwiring it, but it's getting there. It's good.
Yeah. Well,
understanding it is the
I was gonna say self-awareness is the biggest part, right?
Yeah. So
it's I mean, obviously you've proved that you can be consistent with it, because when you first got everything I mean, you worked so long to get all that shit set up and running and working right to where it's communicating. I mean, because you're not the only person that is part of your team.
Yes.
Your buddy Kyle as well.
Yep. So Kyle.
What up, Kyle? You both do it, so it's like you spent so much time doing that, getting it ready, that I know that can be exhausting in itself. You know what I'm saying? You're like, God damn, all right. So then you got your chair built, you got everything built, and then I don't know how consistent you are still. It seems like you might have been focusing a little bit more on the actual like real life competitions and stuff like that.
Sure.
But you were, for months and months and months every day posting shit.
Yeah.
You know, so
yeah, it's that.
not
it's
to say you
again.
were, you know, like you were figuring it out. You were doing it
Yeah,
very
that's true.
consistently. So
Yeah, I haven't been as consistent lately, but there are things in motion. So
Yeah.
stuff
Yeah,
is
and
coming
Well, and
it's-
that
soon.
makes sense because this was the first year you guys were doing competitions and everything like
Yeah.
that. And
yeah,
it's
and if
the
you're
season
making
for it,
if you're
so
making
it
real
makes
money
sense.
at competitions and selling merch and
Yeah.
you know building a brand name and getting it out there, that's a little bit more important than like I got to spend 6 hours
Yeah. Sure.
recording video games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta do what's best for you, or
Yeah, and
what's working best. So
Did
yeah.
you ever? I remember last time you were here, you were talking about you didn't want to do the camera on your feet though to watch your pedals because you didn't want people to see your legs.
Yeah, my legs are so white in the video. Damn it.
Did you end up doing the foot camera anyways?
So there has been some
foot
cameras,
camera
but
action?
I'll just wear some like black sweatpants or something.
That's what I'm saying.
Combat
Yeah,
that.
you gotta
I'm
do the
saying
feet.
just let those things out, man. Maybe you'll catch a new audience.
Let those lightsabers
They're
fly.
just,
down.
you know, they
People are
just
like,
wanna-
"Hey, man, why don't you put some ranch on your shins?"
exactly. Like you'll get car people
Shin
and video
finders.
game people, and then you'll get people with some
Hey.
foot fetish stuff going on. You know,
Shit, pay me for that.
Just hit all
Pay
the
me for
markets.
something.
There you go,
You know?
dude. Like, make sure you sub to the YouTube channel. Just grabbing the pedals with your toes.
Yup. Damn it.
And the reason I know he could do that is because this motherfucker will show up to practice in flip flops and jeans.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why are your feet out right now, dog? You're not wearing shorts. They don't need to be out.
No.
You can't cover the rest of your legs and have your feet out. It's weird.
Sometimes it just
I never understood.
I
that.
never understood it. No.
I'm a weird guy sometimes.
I know.
Yeah.
And it's so fucking
It's like,
funny.
damn, it's a little chilly out. I'm gonna make sure I'm all bundled up, but these feet are still breathing.
Hey,
Still letting these guys out.
I didn't want to put socks and shoes on, so I just put some of my
no more
put my
locked
flippies
doors.
on. Oh
Yeah,
shit,
but,
that's fucking that's
So
yeah.
you are a man of many hustles, I gotta say. Every time I see you, you got something new going on. Last time I saw you, it was Pokemon cards.
Oh yeah, there was that for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's no longer happening.
Not as much.
What's going on now? What do you got going in the works? Is it just the contest and the
Yeah.
So
Well, he's selling merch at the contest too. Like he's been
Yeah.
printing different merch for like pretty much every event.
okay?
So
But-
yeah, running his brand.
Yes, that and something new was initiated 2 days ago.
He's a
Okay.
Crip.
So
Just
yeah,
kidding. Just kidding.
Or east side. I don't know.
Whatever.
Whatever
Yeah.
side.
North side, south side.
North or south.
Right in the middle. That's cool.
I'm down with all sides.
I'm directional.
I hate on no side. Okay.
I own a compass.
So like when I for the past couple of years with me and him making beats, normally like I'll have a bunch of different, maybe up to like 5-10 little pieces of them, and I'm like, think this is hot, and then we'll be, oh, this is the one. So, but all those other little pieces have just been away, and I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, why have I not like sold these?
Finally.
But
How long have we been telling him that for?
I've been telling him for
Right.
5 fucking years.
yeah, but I was so, I wanted them. I didn't like, I was just like, nah, we need these or whatever. But
We
so
make you could we
You would
make
have used
enough.
it. You would have used
Yeah,
it by
now.
now.
We make
Yeah.
enough, man.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
can
yeah.
make more. It's not-
now, yeah. But so initiated, started, the page does exist, but I'm still figuring out is my BeatStars page.
Nice.
fucking A,
It
which
did.
is nice.
Yes.
It exists. I don't understand how to use a lot of it. We're still figuring it out. But
I could probably help you. with
yeah, because I got the like super nice one and the stuff it comes with. I'm like, I don't.
Well,
But
you just
we're
got to
good.
make sure that because
Yeah. And you're only 2 days in, right?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
only
yeah.
2
yeah,
days.
yeah. When you buy a beat from BeatStars, there's multiple options.
Yeah.
Some of them you don't get stems. Some of them is just an MP3. Some of them you do get all of the
Least
stems.
exclusive.
You get the whole entire exclusive. You can buy it outright, where someone buys it and owns it, and then you can still have it on your playlist, but it's as sold, so you can't lease it anymore. There's a bunch of different things. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I highly suggest, and I'm not trying to say that you don't follow through with stuff, but I highly suggest you dive into this because I think it could be very lucrative for you, dude.
Yes.
Thanks,
Especially
man, I
with
agree.
leases. I mean, we've talked about beat leasing on this show several times and how we feel about it. And I mean, I have technically leased beats, but I always buy the exclusive always because I want to own everything. I don't want any fucking bullshit happening down the road.
Yeah.
I want to be able to fuck with the stems if I want to.
But to each their own, you know?
Yeah.
There's people out there who just want to lease, and in that
is
case,
true.
then...
There's folks that are like, dude, I only have fucking $19.95 right now.
If that's the case, you can make, you know, if you're charging, what, $20, let's just say, and you're for the lease price, then you could have 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 people lease that for $20.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
You know what I mean?
so, no, it definitely.
That's awesome.
Especially with your versatility, you know what I'm saying? You have different drum patterns. We've made it for all different types of shit. So it's like you can make something real fucking nice for folks. So
And then,
you heard it here. You need to go check out the fucking BeatStars.
Yeah. It's on the way.
So does that mean you're being less stingy then? I can maybe get something from you? Every time I'm like, damn, that's dope. Yeah, this is Glass Tung though. Oh, fuck. All right.
I know.
Well, that's Glass Tung is Glass Tung.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That gets precedence.
Exactly.
I don't care about
You-
BeatStars.
100%. No, I'm talking about me.
Yeah, I know. But you don't have to pay for shit. Like, you know.
Well, no, I'm just saying, every time I'm like, damn, that one's dope. Yeah, no, this is going to be a Glass Tung.
I know. It's like already
Fucker.
a Glass Tung.
If it's not, if
Well,
we
if
don't
you guys
use it,
need me, though, you know,
if we don't use it,
if you need a feature.
by all means.
Yeah.
But yeah, right now I actually have a few that.
I was gonna say you should have some already that are like that you've showed me.
That are
I'm
like, they're
like,
cool, but they're not in the
Yeah,
ballpark.
they're
for
not.
real.
They're not us right now.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
I got kind of picky,
That's okay though.
That's fine.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
Know what you
which
want.
is nice. And that's
Yeah.
the thing is that especially if you like, I mean, he specializes in I feel like that golden era boom bap sound.
Yeah.
That's like he can make you 100 of those.
Yeah.
Like that's like he could do that all day. He could do that sleeping, like not a problem.
He probably does.
Seriously, sleepwalking. His mom's like, "What are you doing?"
Trying to make some different sounding stuff that's still right sounding.
Well, absolutely. No, I think that if you actually put forth some effort into it and really delve in and put up like 20 beats, I think that you could really kick it off and see,
Yes.
especially if you promote it, a little bit better than just the podcast.
Yeah.
Obviously, assholes, go check it out. I know there's a lot of rappers that listen to this and watch this, so go check it out. Your boy makes beats, and I know you know that because if you're a rapper friend of ours, you're like, oh man, what's that beat? It's like, that's a L
I
beat.
was going to say, what I would say 90% of the Glass Tung production is you.
It's a good amount.
Well, both of you, but
Good amount.
Yeah.
Good
A
amount.
big chunk of it between the two albums and the singles, it's about 65% us, Al, more than anything.
Because there's definitely.
We got Sherbert on there.
yeah.
Some of our new stuff has been
Purchased.
have been BeatStar leases.
Yeah.
The one we're releasing that just came out, the one that came out in I think it was June, all by ourselves.
Yeah.
That was produced by Bozzy. So I mean we dabble in other shit, but sometimes as people, if you make beats and you also rap, sometimes rapping over your own beats is not always legit.
Yeah.
Because you spend so much time making it. Mm-hmm. It's like,
You're just over it.
dude, yeah. Then you have to write to it. You're like, I've heard this 7,000 times.
Yeah.
The last thing I want to do is fucking now write a song to it.
Yep.
Unless you start like kind of writing and getting an idea while you're making it, which we've done sometimes. But I kind of like buying beats from other people. I like it. I like supporting other people, number one, and it's nice to have a different feel of production. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, yeah. You remember the old albums where it would be like Swizz Beats on this one, Timberland on this one, then you'd have, fucking an Eminem. Well, Eminem didn't really like just give out beats, but you know what I'm saying. There's like a different sound for every other track.
Yeah, and that's And I mean, I'm not knocking anybody that makes their own beats. I think that's fucking awesome. I wish I could do that and also rap to them all the time because I like some of the beats that we've done that are like no sample beats. Mm-hmm. Those are some of our best songs.
Yeah.
It's like straight fucking played off of sounds in machine, not a single sample. Pretty fucking awesome,
Yeah, I think most, if not all, of my favorite Glass Tung songs are beats that you made. So
Nice.
yeah,
Thanks, man.
yeah.
Yeah, man. We be making beats and stuff. He makes them. I just go like this. Hey, I think this will sound good. I don't know how to use anything.
I think
No.
probably
He goes, okay.
He does more than that.
off the top of my head, I think my favorite beat by far is probably Winehouse. That beat is so fucking dope.
It is. I really.
That's
like
like a
that
full
one.
sample.
But I remember when you first showed it to me, and I was like, "Oh, who did this one?" You're like, "Owl." I was like, "What the Owl did this?" Nothing
Yeah.
against you, but it was just
Yeah, different.
you hadn't done anything like that up till then, and I was like, "Oh
Definitely.
my god, this is fucking amazing."
Yeah, and I didn't think he was going to rap on it either.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, fuck, dude.
Yep.
Sat on it for, I mean, I had it for like 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wrote something to it, and he's like, that's tight, I'm all right to it. And then he just writes one of the best verses. And I was like, fucking, all right, damn.
Yep.
But no, that beat it's really cool because it's a fairly simple beat. When you listen to it,
Yeah.
it's not real complex, but it has some cool breakdowns. And when he first gave it to me, it wasn't like that.
No.
He tends to do that,
Yeah.
which is the best part because he'll give me something. I'm like, oh, this is dope, and I'll be like, how about we do this?
Yeah.
Let's drop this out. Let's add this. I'm a big drum guy.
Yeah.
I mean, you can ask him almost everyone. I'm like, we should add like a fucking like a different snare underneath it. I'm always trying to double the snare up and make it louder and
Yeah.
shit on every
Variational.
single. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
No, that's
and drum rolls. Me too. I'm like, let's drop the beat out and have a drum roll that goes into the fucking hook.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that shit helps a lot.
Does.
You know?
Well, and
So-
that's what's great too, is that like you're the mastermind coming up with the skeleton, and then you guys just bring it together, and you guys just build it together.
And then he
You're
also
both rapping.
he
on
also
it, so-
does everything too. Like I
Yeah.
said, I don't know how to use any of the programs.
exactly.
Like sometimes when he comes over, like with his fucking gigantic ass fucking what is it, AKG 94,000?
Mm-hmm.
It's super big. Like every now and then, like we've had some shit that we end up. I don't even know where it went. Where we played.
Yeah.
It was fucking really dope.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to it. I have no idea. Sometimes we do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll start making some shit, and it's like, this has so much potential. And then it just
Make
don't.
12 more things after
Yeah,
that.
it's
I'm
like, I
what
don't know. We were
happened?
using the
Damn.
machine at that time, and the machine is not working now. It's like, all right.
I remember last time
So-
we tried, you partied a little too hard, and then I was like, "Hey, could you do this to it?" Like, yeah, I don't know how though. I'm like, "You just hit the pad." You're like, "Nah, well, yeah, I guess maybe." But I'm like, "What do you mean maybe? Like, what are you doing now?"
I think
Trying to work it all
yeah,
out.
yeah. I think that, that happens sometimes.
It happens. Yeah, it was no big deal.
Yeah. No, it's making beats is super fucking hard. So always props to you for knowing how to fucking use Ableton and
Always.
Yeah.
I mean, not just Ableton, but like, like I said, you fucking load up the MPK and you like, we'll get the fucking drums and the sounds on the pads and on the keys and like, yeah, he knows how to run that shit like good, you know, which helps because I'm like, I like that sound. Put it on this.
Yeah.
I'm like a 5-year-old. I'm like, that sound here. And then I can like play a little something. And I'm like, how you record? And he records. I'm like,
That's
I'm
exactly what
very
it's like.
amateur when it comes to it. So
It's like August bossing me around when he wants to like, "Get me milk." I'm
Yep.
like, "Oh, all right. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's definitely the mastermind. That's why if you look at any of the beat credits, I've never been like produced by Morale and Junes. I've never put my name on it because I do very little.
Yeah.
I do very little. I just go, here's an idea for this. He physically does it all.
Yep.
So it's like, I'm not going to take credit for being like, I think this will sound better.
Yeah.
He's the guy.
You're the guy. How's it feel to be the guy?
good and bad.
Good.
Make some new beats, by the way. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying. I just it's weird.
He did
Lately
the song that we just did, Stratosphere.
Oh
is
yeah,
fucking
that one is there.
He made that beat, and it's like fucking something that's way different than everything else. So it's like,
True. I'm stoked on
and he wrote the hook for it, pretty much. I did. I'll say I helped co-write
Yeah.
that because I changed some shit on it.
Definitely.
But he pretty much wrote it, and it's fucking fire. You guys will hear it.
I think that's the great part about you two as well, is that you force him to come out of the golden era. Because I feel like if it were up to you, you would just sit there and make golden era boom bappers
Probably.
all goddamn day.
Yeah.
And he
And,
raps
like,
to him so
and
good.
you would
dude.
kill
Just
every
bars.
single one. Like it wouldn't be like you would just murder everything.
Mm-hmm.
But then like Junes is like, hey, let's it's 2023, you
I
know?
I'm
Like,
like, damn it.
yeah.
But Big L's song is on again.
But that's the thing is he still does that. Like the Stratosphere is very much like that. But
Oh, sure, yeah.
It's to a different style beat, which I think is great because when we first came up to this with this song, I was telling him, I was like, look, I've like pretty much helped or written or had the last like 5 hooks. And what I've been doing is like, this is just shit that I was using for myself, is how it goes. And then I show it to you, and it becomes a Glass Tung song. And he's like, oh, okay, I got some shit. And he comes with this amazing fucking hook. It's so sick. If you wrapped it over like a golden era beat, it'd be like super hard bars. But with the way we wrap it over this style beat, it changes the whole like structure of like the idea of it and the feeling of it, which is so fucking sick.
Well, that's
this guy's over here breaking everything. Hey, Hulk, calm down.
No, that's what I meant. That's what I meant, like production wise. Like if production wise, he would just be boom bapping, slapping boom bappers.
He had this though. This is one of the things he had, and he showed me.
Yeah. And
I was like, that's dope. He's like, this is dope. Let me find this good section of it, and like and then we worked on 3 beats that night, and we made a video of us making a beat. So like we were doing a bunch of shit, and then 3 months later, he's like, I think I got something for that Stratosphere. So this one was actually like almost 100% on him, because I had forgotten about it pretty much.
Yeah.
He put drums to it and like structured it, and then sent it to me, and I was like, that's good. I think we should do this with the drums.
Yeah, that's
exactly what it was. And then he's like, all right, changed it, pumped the drums up a little bit, and sent it to me, and sent a verse with it. And I was like, okay, fuck.
Hell yeah.
All right. And he already had the hook, and we already had the hook recorded for like 2 months. So it's like, this one was 100% him, which is great, because I did push him out of the show, because I kind of had been doing all the songs kind of, and like getting the beats and getting the ideas and writing the hooks and stuff. And I felt like they were all of them were kind of going in one direction.
Yeah.
Even though like Most Improved was produced by him 100%, and it's very boom bap-ish. Like when we wrote the hook, like we wrote it at practice.
Yeah.
We wrapped it at practice.
Yeah.
And then I edited it and sent it to him, and he's like, oh, this is fine. But usually it's, it was me, and I was like, well, how about you do something? And then he comes up with this amazing fucking, I was like, God, all right, let's go back to me. That was too good. It's like, God damn. So yeah, no, it's great working with a person like Al, because he's so chill about everything. He doesn't get offended about shit. He's not like, if I am presenting a bunch of songs, he's not like, well, I want to do something. Why are you doing stuff? He just goes with whatever works best and whatever's working. And then if I'm like, all right, you do something, they doesn't fail. It doesn't fail me, So that's why I'm fucking lucky,
Nice.
Sometimes you work with people that are fucking assholes, and they make everything negative, and they got to complain about everything, and it's like, why are you making it a hassle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it should be fun.
Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Dude, straight up, Dr. Disrespect said it, and it's the truth.
Listen to the man, damn it.
6'8", 37-inch vertical, fucking doesn't lie.
Fucking Goliath. But it was like that. Like for a little while, he was just coming with everything. I was like, oh, okay, because it was so dope and like inspired me to just get to writing. Then I'm like, oh, sick. This is gonna be a dope song. Oh, sick. This is like, he was just pumping out so much heat, and then he was like, I think I've been like doing this for a bit.
I ran out of stuff as well.
Yeah.
I ran out of shit.
No, I was like, okay, I'll get it. And then he's like, this was like stuff for kind of solo. So that song I approached like, okay, this is something I would do solo if I was going to feature somebody on a track, I guess.
Okay.
It's like kind of the initial, okay, I think I can make this happen like this kind of went. And then, just sat there and grind on it till something happens.
It's pretty dope.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait for you folks to hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With your ears.
Can't wait.
You can hear it with your eyes. I mean, we're going to actually, what we're doing with this song is we're going to mail anybody who's blind a Braille version of all the lyrics.
Nice.
That'd be so tight.
It's not expensive at all.
No. We have the money. Trust us.
No. But we're going to go ahead and take a break real quick. I got to take a piss. And we'll be right back. All right. We are back. Melancholy just broke his kneecap on the table.
Yeah.
Just located that thing.
I'm in pain.
It's in my sock. My kneecap fell down my shin bones.
Sounded very painful.
He's all, I'll feel it tomorrow.
The show must go on.
I'm fine.
Such a dad thing to say. I'll feel that tomorrow.
Yeah.
When you become a dad, instantly inherit all the phrases.
Oh yeah, you don't even know that you're saying them until you're saying them. Yeah.
No, dude, it's the fucking worst.
Yeah.
I think about it all the time, dude. I'm always like, God damn it.
Right.
Well, I guess I better buy some white New Balances.
Get some New Balances, some jorts.
See, then you just oh damn.
Got New Balances on.
You're halfway there, man. You're halfway
Usually the next step after that is a Corvette.
Exactly.
I got New Balances, but they're the cool ones.
You're halfway there.
I'm a
man.
skate dad.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
Because New Balance makes skate shoes now.
Mm-hmm.
Righteous.
Fucking so funny. Oh, lordy, lordy, Lord. Jesus Christ. All right.
Fucking.
We're already off the rails.
I was a little bit discombobulated. I was worried about your kneecap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
which is
it'll be fine.
on the back of your hamstring, I'm sure by now.
The next podcast, he comes in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Luckily, I saved my crutches from when I broke my ankle. So I'll just
He's like, that might happen again.
it's for real. I was like, I'm probably gonna need these again.
Dude, I wish I would have known that because 3 weeks ago, I fucked my knee up pretty good skateboarding, and for a good 2 days, I was like, I probably shouldn't be walking on this.
A career ender.
I really feel like I should not be moving this and be on it.
Yeah. No,
But
well,
I was.
next time hit me up. I got the crutches, man.
I'm going to have
Yeah.
to because it was it's funny. I hit my one friend up who was always hurt. He skates and he's always hurt all the time. And I was like, hey, man, you got crutches? And he's like, oh, I'm using them. I was like, what? He's like, hurt my knee. I was like, oh, my knee's fucked up too. And he's like younger than me, so it's funny as shit, though. It's funny as shit. He's always hurt.
Yeah.
I was like, all right. Yeah, I feel bad. Sorry, man.
Yeah. Holler at me next time. They're I'm not that much taller than you, so they should fit.
Yeah, no,
They should work.
They'll be fine. They're not adjustable.
They are adjustable, but like
they'll be
they
fine.
have them at the different,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
And
but
heights.
Yeah.
Associated
I think,
heights.
yeah, I think, a good 2 days off of my knee probably would have helped. But it took like 3 weeks for me to get back on the board.
Yeah.
But I've been skating pretty good,
There you go.
But it's when it's winter, it's pretty hard.
Yeah.
We do parking garages around here when it snows, bitch.
Player.
Yeah, fucking got a bench and a fucking flat bar and whoever else brings something. Usually somebody brings a ramp. I'm like, who the fuck? Fucking jump ramp? Fuck, but they do. They skate dope shit though. Fucking skate a golf cart that's like parked in the parking garage.
You remember those? I guess they weren't necessarily a big thing when we were younger, but I see them all the time now. Those like plastic ramps that you buy at like Walmart for kids and stuff.
Yeah.
But I was like, those are so fucking dangerous. Nothing keeps those in place. They
No.
just hit the ramp and they skid 10 feet forward.
We used to have to use a piece of a board.
Exactly.
Plywood
Oh, yeah.
and a
Hey man, I'll just build
recycling
my
bin.
own ramp.
Yeah, that's what we
and a
did.
recycling bin.
Yeah.
And you just lean it up there.
Yeah, no, I just get like a 2x4, cut it into a couple of pieces with a piece of plywood, and then steal a street sign.
There you
and
go.
then screw that into the bottom.
Oh, that's
Because,
way smarter than what we were doing.
plywood is like fucking too tall.
Yep.
And but we don't know angles, so it'd be like so steep.
Oh, yeah.
Just hit it.
Never work. Right? Yeah, dude, it's so bad.
We used to, there was like some like tile supply store or something near where I lived. And so like we would just wait till night and then go and break into their back lot and just steal like a bunch of like, I'm sure that for them it was fine because we were just getting rid of their trash basically,
Yeah,
but
like,
we would just
cool.
steal all the scrap wood,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then we would just build ramps out of the pallets and everything like that. And
That's so funny. I used to do that in Carson City behind. At one point, it was like it used to be coast to coast way back in the day. But it was a hardware store way back in the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what the fuck it turned into. But yeah, no, we used to take their like plastic pallets, and then there would always be plywood back there, and we just make fucking all types of gaps and skate back because there'd be lights back there, and that was like the only place we never got kicked out of. Like the older Mexican dudes would come out and smoke, like they were cleaning the fucking building at nighttime. It'd be 11 o'clock, and they come out and be like, "Oh, do it again, jump again, jump again." It was so
homies
funny,
are down.
dude.
Yeah.
They were cool. They were like definitely at the time. I was like, "Oh, these guys are old," but they're probably in their 30s.
Right.
They're probably our age.
Yeah.
They're just out there smoking a cigarette. Like, try that again.
Right.
Yeah. Fucking eat
This
inside.
fucking
They're
old
just-
guy out here, like trying to do cool tricks.
Fucking
for
old
him.
guys. Like we are the old guys now.
I know.
We are.
It's so funny. My son, he's like, "You're older." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "You're old." I'm not though.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm still faster than you.
Right.
And then whenever I win at anything, he cries. So
I had that same problem.
So sometimes I have to let him win. Sometimes, I gotta let him win sometimes. And then he gets an ego and he's like, "No, I'm so much faster than you. I'm stronger than you." I'm like, "Really? Can you pick me up?" He's like, "Yeah." And he'll come over and be like, "Ugh," like trying with everything he has to even budge me, and then I'll just grab him with one hand and just be like this. Who's stronger? And he's like, "You're stronger."
that clock's ticking down now. That roll is getting reversed,
dude.
In a matter of time.
My goal. I mean, that's the reason I still skate, and that's the reason I still lift those stupid fucking weights over there, because I'm going to be able to, until he's at least 16. I got to be faster than him and stronger than him. It's my goal. Like, he wants to fuck around when he's like fucking getting into high school. It's like, "Oh, you want to wrestle?"
Yeah.
Fucking pin him down on the carpet real quick and be like,
too.
"Hey, guess what? I'm still stronger than you."
Exactly.
Because sometimes you gotta let them.
They challenge all the time.
Whoa.
The other night, I was like, messing around with Hope or whatever, and she's just joking around like, "Fucking don't do that. I'm gonna hit you in the face or whatever." And he heard that, went into protective mode, and came over and punched me in the mouth. I was all, "What the hell just happened right now?" But he thought he was protecting his mom. So I'm like, "All right, like you get that one for free, but like let's
G'd up from the feet up."
Dude,
that
ready,
is definitely
homie.
more gangster.
Yeah.
Remy is more. He comes over and he's like, "Hey, you guys need to stop fighting." And it's like, I'm in here grabbing your mom's butt. Mind your business, man.
Exactly.
Stop
Making tacos. Yeah, it's so funny because she's like, "Oh," and I'm like grabbing her butt or something. Yeah, it's so funny.
Yeah.
He doesn't know.
That's
He's like,
fucking
"He's
hilarious.
serious. Stop fighting. We're not fighting. This is how you got made." I told him that he came out of my balls. Like, I was joking with him. I was like, "You came out of my balls," and he's like, "Oh, what?" And then for several days, he's like, "I can't believe I came out of your balls." It was so funny because I was like, and I tried to break that off. I was like, "Well, you're half me and half mama. Together we made you." And he's like, "How?" And I'm like, "You'll find out. You'll find out when you get older."
Right.
Later.
I think I might have said, I don't know if I told this on this podcast a couple, 8 episodes ago, but when we were hiking. We were in the middle of the woods, and Hannah's like, "I gotta go pee." And he sees her go pee, and he's like, "Why are you doing that?" He'd never seen her pee before, and he's like, "Well, you don't have a wiener?"
Right.
Like, he didn't understand why she wasn't standing up.
Gotta find out sometime.
Yeah, and I was like, "We'll talk about it later." And the whole time he was just like, yeah, no, like 3 days
wheels are
later, he's
spinning.
like,
He's still thinking about
remember when you were peeing, but you were leaning against the rock? Why are you doing that? Like, trying to make fun of her. Like, it's like, oh man, we totally ignored it, like deflected it. Just like, one day you'll know.
Yeah.
And you can distract a child with pretty much anything. So.
Sure, yeah.
But it's funny because it's still in his memory bank.
He's a problem solver, That's a problem he needed to solve.
Yeah.
It's so fucking funny though. He's like, "Why are you doing that?" It's so funny, dude.
As hard as he could think about it, the question mark remained,
Yeah, it's
and
so
he needed
funny.
an answer.
It's so funny, yeah. And so I told him, I was like, "See, he's getting older, so
Yeah. The other
can't come in the bathroom." There's, he's
Yep.
like, she's like, "Yeah, obviously."
the other weekend, me and August went to the Discovery Museum, and he had to pee before we so they got that first bathroom in there.
Yeah.
Luckily, nobody really uses that one because this kid's gonna get me in trouble one of these days, I swear. So we go into the stall, and then so he pees and everything, and I was like, "Well, I gotta take a piss too." So I'm like, "All right, bud, stand over there. I'm gonna, I gotta pee real quick, and then we'll go or whatever." And he was like, "Okay," and he's waiting, and he's like, "My pee-pee's small." And then he looks at me and he's like, "You got a big pee-pee." I was like, No. You cannot say that.
That's right, buddy. That's right, buddy.
Like, thank you, but you cannot say that in a
respect.
public.
Just trying to pee, hiding it.
Yeah.
You're like, with 2 hands, you're like,
And I'm like, dude, thank God nobody's in here. You know what I mean? I just
Recognize.
the sound of that just sounds so like you're gonna get me arrested, dude. Like, you can't be doing that.
my son. I don't know how your son pees, but there's times like when we go to the park. That's fucking hilarious.
God damn it.
We'll go to the park and there's no bathroom stalls, just 2 urinals.
Yeah.
And he just pulls his pants down, his ass is just
Oh,
out,
yeah.
and I'm like, you can't be doing that. And he's like, "What do you mean?" So I'm trying to teach him how to pee with out, because they don't have zippers.
They don't have zippers.
They can't use it the way they're supposed to.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to teach him how to hold it, like pull his pants down with one hand and
Yep.
pee. And he's like, "But it doesn't work. Well, it's too small. It doesn't work that way. He's like he can't figure it out. And I feel bad for him. And it's like, yeah, but you also can't just be like in a bathroom at the park where there's no stalls and your butt's out and there's a fucking weirdo here.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like he'll be peeing. And I feel weird because I'm standing directly behind him while he's peeing. I'm like, this probably looks weird when someone walks in,
right?
Because he doesn't know how to pee. He can't hold his pants, so he has to pull it down. His pants have to be the same level all the way around.
Yeah, of course.
So his ass is always out.
Yeah.
I'm standing right behind him, and it probably looks so weird if you walked in.
Yeah, for sure. You didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, dude, I feel the same way.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, hurry up,
please.
Pull your pants up, hurry up, pull your pants up. I'd rather have you go into the bushes where nobody can see you.
Right.
But that also looks creepy.
That probably looks more creepy. He's just peeing in a bush, and you're just like skulking from a bench or something like that.
My son loves peeing outside. It's his fucking favorite thing, and he'll try to pee like off of the fucking stairs, like into the dirt. Like, yeah, look, no hands.
America.
So we'll be at the park, and he's like, "Can I pee in this bush? Can I pee in this
America.
bush?" And sometimes I'm like, "All right, we'll pee in the bush." And then while he's peeing, I'm like, this looks weird. I'm just a grown man hunched over a little kid in the bush.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like,
Damn it, society.
Yeah, it's like, God damn, it's my son.
right?
Oh,
You can't just be a dad these days, man. You got to be aware that people think that you're probably a child molester, you know?
Dude, we've talked about that before. Dude, I used to feel
think-
uncomfortable taking my son to the bathroom in the store.
Yeah.
Like holding him. Does it look like I'm going to take this child? It's weird
Yeah.
because, yeah. Also, I feel like I'm not supposed to be a dad.
Sure, yeah.
I'm like, I don't think I was ever supposed to have a kid, so.
I had to take him. We were.
Both of y'all are doing fucking sweet
I
job.
appreciate
Well, thank
that,
you.
man. Yeah,
From
I
an
appreciate
outsider's single man's perspective. But hey, I still think that.
He's like, I just bought a Corvette.
that. I just
ago,
bought a
but-
Corvette.
I
But,
mean, I think
guys-
you guys are good
yeah,
dads.
yeah.
I think so. I really do think so.
Thank you.
I mean, I can't say that because I'm not one. Like, I can't be like fully in the circle. Like, you guys are like, yeah, we get it. But
No, I don't know, man.
I know. But
You got cats.
yeah. Oh, there it is. One more.
I know we were getting something to eat today, and he's like,
Two cats.
I gotta poop. So I was like, all right, let's go. And then of course you got to hold them while they're
I've never had to have. He's never
still
pooped
no
in
public pooping.
No.
Oh my god, thank God,
Dude,
because,
he's a
like,
weird pooper, dude.
God.
I'm like, hey, is your stomach okay? Because I'm pretty sure it's been like 2 days since you pooped.
Yeah. Oh, he's doing it on his time, man.
He does.
Yeah.
And then he drops a trucker-sized shit.
Heaters.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Dude, it's the craziest shit I've ever seen.
You will be surprised how these tiny humans take man-sized dumps.
Oh shit.
I was blown away. I was like, holy
Sometimes,
shit,
like,
dude. Are you
I've
okay?
never taken a shit that big. Sometimes I'm like, oh my god, dude.
Yeah. I was like, okay, that was definitely a 3-day shit.
That's impressive.
Yeah, dude, it was, it's
But
like,
so obviously when
I was
you're
gonna
home or
say-
whatever, they have the seat, but now it's a regular toilet seat.
I never even
Destroyed.
thought
So
about
like
this.
I'm like, you gotta like squat down and I'm like holding him, I have like 7 fucking toilet seat protectors on the thing because
Okay.
public toilets are gross.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
And then as you know, like they just take their time. They just want to have a talk, So he's like does like a quick little poop, and then he's like, "Oh, last weekend when I was a kid, I saw this and I saw a bug and I got the bug." And I'm like, "Dude, come on.
Hey,
We're not
man.
at home right now. Let's speed this whole thing up. Let's go."
Drop the logs.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, okay. Well, last weekend though, I'm like, "Dude, all right. Come on. Just poop it out."
This is the worst. This is the worst mad TV skit ever.
And then people are just coming in and out, and I'm just having a conversation with a toddler while he's pooping. I'm like,
Alright.
yeah,
Mind your business, buddy.
exactly. So,
That's so fucking funny, dude.
Yeah.
Because it's so true, and it's like, damn it. Now I'm terrified because
Well-
Remy's so good about it. He's never ever. Maybe I don't even know if he would want to shit in public. To be honest with you,
Who does? Though?
Nobody
Who-
does, yeah.
You know, I
mean,
can't blame.
I don't
them.
want to, but
Yeah.
if I'm like, I gotta take a shit,
You will.
I'll go to
Yeah.
a
We
We will,
casino.
Yeah.
yeah. I used to be big on like
Casinos are probably better.
I was like Remy. I
They're
would
not
just
bad,
I
dude.
would
They
just
keep them
not
pretty
poop in
clean.
public. I just wouldn't do it. But then like I had all the issues with my gallbladder, and it's just not an option anymore. So sometimes like
understandable.
you just gotta hop in there real quick.
Yeah, no, I feel you,
Yeah.
but it's very strange because I've never had to worry about that, and I've never really thought about it because I've never had to deal with it. Because he'll be like, I gotta go pee. It's like, all right, we'll go pee, and then I gotta deal with him me looking like a child monster with his naked butt out. But him pooping, I never thought I'm going to have to hold him up.
You got to hold him, yeah. Or else he'll fall right in that nasty-ass cesspool of a toilet.
Oh.
Yeah. There needs to be...
So,
it got my brain thinking there needs to be an invention that's attached to public toilets for children. Where it's like there's a seat, but you can put a seat down before it or after it that's smaller.
Like an extra seat, kind of?
Yes.
That's a good idea, right?
Because there's changing tables.
Yeah.
Why isn't there anything for a child to take a dump?
At the very least, like the children-friendly places, like the Discovery Museum or like, stuff like that.
That's true, because they don't have...
Dude.
Yeah.
You got to make the child dumper, buddy.
Like,
where you can fold it out. You can fold it up, bring it in mom's
The kitty
case.
ditty, dude.
Let's do it.
Dude, the kitty... That is a gangster.
We'll go on Shark Tank. Buddy. This is the kitty ditty.
Yeah.
Homie.
Also known as
patented here.
Also known as the child dumper.
Find you.
Yeah. No, seriously, why is that not a thing, though?
I don't know, man.
Because now I'm thinking about it, it seems like...
Good idea.
It's like Remy is 48 pounds.
Yeah.
So... It's like I gotta sit there and hold a 50-pound weight over while he's dropping a turd for
while you're
12
squatting
minutes.
Too.
Yeah,
you're practically doing Pilates or something.
See, that's why I got that fucking. That's why I squat that fucking goddamn thing. I keep telling myself it's so I can skate, but it's so I can hold my son up while he shits.
Yeah, exactly.
I need to invent something else that doesn't need to happen, dude. Because
kitty ditty.
Kitty ditty.
That's it.
Right.
Mark Cuban,
it comes in mom's little case.
Well, I got to figure out how to mold it. I got to get a plastic molder. I got to figure out how to do it.
Yeah,
because you can't go there unless you got a product.
Yeah.
If you got any engineer homies who got engineering degrees, contact us at Glass Tung Music at 345-789 somethingavenue.com.
Bam, do it.
Or you could just message the podcast.
Yeah, or that too. I mean, the basic science is already there, right? You just need to mold it to so the bottom matches the top toilet seat.
So when you put it down, it fits right on.
Yeah, exactly. And that way it's not super bulky. That way when it's still up, it'll blend in with the top toilet seat.
Yeah, it'll be thin.
And that way if people
just
are
enough to
dumping.
hold.
Although who dumps like with great posture, their back all the way to the...
Not anybody.
No, I'm hunched over like a Neanderthal.
Nobody that holds
dude.
a phone. Yeah, I was gonna say maybe children.
Yeah,
but they're not gonna be breaking anything.
No,
so
it's a great idea, man.
It's why hasn't it been done? Holy shit! I shouldn't have said it on here.
Yeah, no, cut this whole section out right here
because I feel like I could be a millionaire. I'm gonna talk to my father. He got a little bit of money.
It is a good idea.
He might be able to invest like $5,000, which I don't know what that'll do, but maybe I can find someone to make a mold. Because all I have to do is get a public toilet seat.
Yeah,
because they're pretty much average.
Exactly.
Everywhere you go.
For the most part, yeah.
Exactly.
Well, then you just have, because there's the round toilet seat, there's the oval toilet seat, and then I think that's pretty much it. You got round and oval.
Yeah. So if I can make
two different variations.
2 or 3 different molds that are the most common to fit on them, then you can patent it and sell it.
So first step is we need to go to some public bathrooms and start stealing some toilet seats.
You could probably buy them online.
Where's the thrill in that?
It's true.
I got a felony making this, okay, Mark? So I need you to buy it.
It's the only way it's worth it nowadays, you know?
The judge said that if I don't get investors,
I'm
going away.
Unless I can possibly go to jail. It just isn't worth it these days.
Seriously, I got a felony for stealing toilet seats. Yeah, so I need $1.2 million right now for 20% of the company, okay?
It's high stakes, pal.
I mean, like it's a good idea and it could happen. It's like that. You know how some of the it's not all over the place, but some of, especially here in town, have you seen where the stalls have like the little kind of like red and green flag on them or whatever? Mm-mm. Like they have them at like the Aces Stadium, and they have them. I think like some sports teams in like California.
It's red, it's like, don't come in here, I have diarrhea.
Something like that. It's like when the doors open or something, it closes. It's like a little flag system at work or whatever. But the lady who did that she's from Reno. Like the Aces were the first to like pick it up or something. I can't remember exactly what.
Okay.
It's like a red light, green light system.
Figure that lady out and let me talk to her. I got an idea, lady.
She's in the bathroom game, so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You go to the Aces Stadium. She's in the bathroom.
It's a lucrative game.
It's a lucrative game. You know.
Dude, I mean, I feel like that's fucking amazing. Like, why the fuck wouldn't that be a thing? Why has that not been a thing?
Yeah. Well,
someone has had to have thought of
now,
and it didn't work.
Yeah.
I feel like
somebody had to have at least gotten as far as we've gotten right now. Like, why isn't this a thing? and then maybe just didn't go forward.
I've done that a lot.
Yeah.
A whole lot.
This guy has so many of those.
Yeah.
I've heard probably 15 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot.
Oh, yeah.
But they're all, that's how fucking good, because nowadays inventions are not inventions. It's just making something that already exists better than
Improvements.
it is. Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's one improvement that everybody could use.
Would you consider the Snuggie an invention or an improvement?
I figure a fucking atrocity.
Sure.
True. Or, yes, overall, my opinion's the same. But some people would say improvement on the blanket.
It is an improvement on a blanket, like a throw blanket is what it would be.
Yeah. Or
Because there's no full-size Snuggies. You don't
or
have a
like an
fucking
improvement
quilt.
on a poncho.
Yeah. But really is they just turned a robe around.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it was still
They listen to
smart.
Crisscross with
They
their
did
fucking with their robe on.
Yeah.
They did it. So I guess.
They did do it.
Yeah,
They made a lot of
exactly.
money too.
You know?
So it's like, how do we mold one of those? Gotta figure it out.
I gotta figure it out.
Figure it out.
Gotta make money on this. I really want to.
It's so
It's
good.
so good.
Just thinking.
Have you watched that show?
It's there.
Have you watched that show? The I Think You Should Leave.
I think you should leave.
That's what the show's called.
Well, no, I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay. We'll have to show you some skits after this because it's so
I was
goddamn funny.
just thinking it's so funny.
I really want to. It's so good.
This is literally that.
Hey, it's there. It's possible.
It was a great idea, and I
Might be
really
the
want to
next-
make money off it. It is so good.
You might be the next billionaire, dude. Off the kitty, dude.
I'll fucking make. I'll buy it for me for $750,000. I'm poor as
Now.
shit. It's so good. It's
so
I really
good.
want to make money
I
off it.
really want to do it.
Ah, dude. All right. Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
If you guys do it, at least give me one for free
Yeah.
for my house.
At
Yeah.
least give me one.
Or like
I want to shit in a smaller hole.
I would say like a portable one, but then you could. That would be so uncomfortable.
Target practice.
Oh
I mean, it seems to work in India. So.
oh my god,
And Vietnam.
Yeah.
And fucking
dude.
Those holes aren't very big.
No. Well, dude, have you seen like I've seen things on like what their like public restroom situations are there, and it's literally just a hole in the ground.
Oh, yeah.
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 It's like, have you ever watched that show?
Cuts cost.
An Idiot Abroad. Have you ever watched that show?
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's the one where he goes to like China or something, goes and like there's no partitions or anything. It's just like 6 holes in the ground.
You just sit next
Yeah.
to a guy who's smoking a cigarette, shitting.
You
Just-
just
and you
pop
look
a
at his
squat.
you look at his feet. His feet are
Oh
out
my
with jeans
God.
on.
Yeah.
It's out.
It's like
Like, how the fuck did we get here?
oh my god.
Hey.
No, but the worst thing about it is the people that just shit in the ground like that.
Yeah.
When you bring them to the like inner city, they'll just shit in the mall. Like if you take them to the mall in like a bigger city, they don't know what a bathroom is.
Yeah.
Because in the bigger cities and malls, they have toilets. They don't know what that is. So they'll shit in the walkways of a mall.
Oh my god.
And so there's signs that say, like all over that say like no shitting, like
You just gotta be
not
told
dogs
where
though.
to
Yes, dude, it's the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
Dude, we've all been in a bathroom where somebody in there is having a rough go at it. You know what I mean?
It's happened.
And like, can you imagine?
Their asses arguing with them? It's
Yeah.
like, no.
Hey, can you imagine just like you're going there and you're popping down and
Mel
some dude
Gibson.
just sprints in and just like squats next to
Sits
you?
down,
It's
just-
splashing everywhere.
That's what I was
Like,
gonna say. How do you have aim if you got some fucking curry coming out?
Yeah.
dude?
I don't think you do, man.
Dog, you
And
just
also,
you just gotta pray.
Imagine
that that's
being an
never
American
you.
who's just like fat and out of shape. You're like, I can't squat like that.
No, dude.
My bounty is like trying to hold yourself up on the floor.
That might be a first world problem, but I don't think I would be good with taking a shit in a hole next to somebody else.
no,
who's
I'd
shitting in a
just
hole.
be shitting on the floor in the mall.
Yeah, easily. I would just be like, no, I'll just.
We shit in the malls over there. In their country, we shit in the mall.
Man, you guys should buy my toilet seat.
We shit in the middle of the mall over there. Everybody does it. It just depends where you are. You
Dude,
know?
I just imagine the splash factor on that is awful, dude. You're just like getting on your clothes. Like everybody just smells like shit because it's just bouncing off the ground onto their fucking pants.
Man,
Well, it's also
I-
just holes filled with shit too.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're like, I have to shit
It's a
and
porta
also
potty,
vomit.
you know? Yeah, exactly, dude. That's like
I gotta go take a shit before lunch.
The only
I'm not hungry anymore.
the only
Let's go on vacation.
the only step above
Other
that.
countries are great.
The next step above that is the fucking horse trough that you got to piss in.
Oh yeah, baseball stadiums.
Yeah.
That shit's Americanized. Still very much here.
Which is like
was gross.
Awful when you were a kid.
It's
When
still
you're a kid,
gross.
yeah,
and it's like just terrifying. It's just
Terrifying.
like
Oh, yeah.
fucking,
The splash factor when you're a kid, you're just like,
Yeah.
just splashing you in
Not
the
only
chest.
that, you're just trying to piss. There's a bunch of grown ass adult drunk ass motherfuckers whipping their dick out right next to your head. You're
Yeah,
like,
you're
what
like-
the fuck is going on right now?
I'm terrified. Yeah. Talk about PTSD.
Seriously. Who thought that was a good idea? Like, no. Well, what about the children? You know, they're at dick level.
everywhere.
They have dicks too.
Yeah, no, they're fine. They got
Just go to
dicks.
the bathroom.
They also
Fucking
have
dicks
dicks.
flying
It's
everywhere.
fine.
Yeah.
They know what they are.
They know what they are. It's a fucking
It's just
hairy
too-
dick
yeah.
flopping out next to you, dude. Just like nobody.
Yeah. The dangers of 6-year-olds.
Bert
dick
Kreischer
Oh my
belly.
God. Yeah, dude. Nobody wants that.
Someone just being like,
just fucking ripping ass right next to your head, dude. It's just like not.
Oh, the old piss fart?
Yeah.
It's the nacho piss fart?
It's just a bunch of shirt cockers at that point.
Oh,
Oh,
dude. So many shirt cocks happening, man.
Oh,
Dude,
shit.
yeah, it's just like, why is everybody pissing iced tea? It's a bunch of shirt cockers.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
I'm never bringing my son to a baseball game.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
you're
It's
banging.
America's pastime.
They're like, nah, we could get individual urinals, but like, no, we'll just get a trough, man. There's
need a
one sitting out back right now. We'll just grab that
We
and put
can't
it in
afford
here.
that.
Yeah.
You know, why
We don't
not
make enough money
make the bathroom bonding moments also? You know?
A bathroom
for child
you should-
molesters.
Yeah, exactly. They love the the fucking horse trough.
they-
The horse
Yeah.
trough
Yeah.
is their fucking
And for the
their
record,
hunting ground.
Yeah.
Every single one of them needs to be hung, just for the record.
Oh yeah,
Well,
for sure.
Yeah.
I think
feel
that
like-
goes without being said, but
yeah.
I'm glad you said it.
Anybody
at the
that's
same
like,
time.
I disagree.
I
probably
just
is
say
a
now
child
because
molester.
society now, like in places that things are getting strange. So, you know,
we don't condone pedophiles here.
no,
No,
it don't.
I'll beat a
But
pedophile's
just so
head
society
in with a
knows,
rock
they all need
with
to
my
be
hands.
shot, along with the people making those laws. But
My algorithm lately has been popping up with just a bunch of videos
Pedophiles.
of predators.
Oh.
Yeah, well, yeah, like
my
the
name's Carl.
like those
I
dads
live in Florida.
those dads against predators videos where they'll just like confront
hunt
some
them
dude.
down.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah.
like
Yes.
they catch
Those
a
guys
predator
are
in them
fucking
basically.
tight,
You know what
dude.
I mean?
Talk about
Yeah.
satisfying.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
honestly, it would. They're better people, and because they just like this one guy just talks to him, or we'll call the cops. Like I would just start throwing haymakers. Dude.
You get a free hospital trip
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
whenever somebody finds you.
I don't agree
if they
with
do.
like when they let him go. I don't agree with that because it's like they were like, well, no, I know I need help and everything, and it's like
They will get the cops involved probably behind the scenes. Like
I'm sure,
Yeah.
and they need to, yeah, because there's no coming back from that. If they're acting out on it and trying to get a child, then there's no coming back from that
Yeah,
at
you
all.
gotta die.
Like,
Ooh. Or lock them up forever, or just
yeah, just
if,
I mean,
especially if they've actively been caught doing some shit like that. Probably just death sentence, I'd say.
yeah, probably the only time I go straight.
Why
to
should
murder as a
taxpayers
first
have to
option.
pay for that? You know, I mean, anybody that's like, no, they're people. They're not.
They can make money off it. I'd watch that on TV. Like you could put it on TV. ABC can make money. George Carlin explained this already. And it's,
Yeah. And it was true then, too.
yeah,
at least
yeah.
make it like entertaining though, where like they have to like
You gotta fight lions.
you gotta do some like gladiator type
Oh,
shit. You know what I
man,
mean?
that's so good.
Like American Gladiator, but
Instead of getting shot with the fucking tennis balls, you're getting shot with
yeah.
fucking
And if you
arrows.
It's
survive,
like a DR-10, just blowing your limb off.
but there's like no end to it. If you made it through, if you survived that week, you're just on
die.
next week.
Oh,
You just got to keep going
yeah.
until you know.
Until
the
you
running
don't.
man.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
oh man.
You just keep going until eventually you will die.
Yeah. Dude.
yeah.
And if not, then your life is just filled with constant fear of dying.
Yeah, instead of
We're
people
gonna
paying
make sure you
taxes
die.
and monetize it.
We'll make sure you die, but like,
Oh, you don't get to leave. Like
I
you
wanna- I'd
either
like to-
die or you just live on this show forever.
yeah, I'd like to watch that.
Yeah.
Dude, seriously, that's amazing. All right, we got another invention.
Dude, we are on a roll tonight.
ABC, hit us up.
Mark
We
Cuban.
have an idea.
Mark Cuban, you can fund both of these. They're both great ideas. I mean, you can have my toilet seats at the events.
The name works for both too. Kitty
Oh.
Diddy. It can be for both.
Kids can watch.
Oh, God damn. damn it.
We're fucking winning.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yes, actually.
Why do they always have the excuse of like, I was just going to meet up with her. Just tell her what she was doing is not safe, you know? It's like, no fucking duh. You showed up, guy.
Hey, have you seen any other YouTube videos where people say the same thing?
Yeah.
Then they get caught?
Yeah.
It's obviously not real.
My favorite ones,
You think that's a good excuse? How about you just take the beating? Just be like, all right.
Yeah.
Like, just accept it.
My favorite ones are when they get busted, like, right in front of, like, their wife or something. Or, like, with their mom or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's right, you piece of shit. You don't get to fucking hide that shit right there.
It's like, I might not be able to beat you to death on camera.
Yeah.
But
also, when
your life's about to get a lot worse, at the very least.
Yeah. When they go to jail, they ain't lasting very long.
Oh, no.
There, so
even if you're PC'd up, even if you're in protective custody, it doesn't matter. Because there's people that are in protective custody that are like ex-gang members.
Yep.
They're there because they don't want to get, but they're not going to be like, oh,
not cool with it.
No. You're still a target. So
they get to go to work today. They like that.
Yeah, dude.
That's why
100%.
Chris Hansen's the GOAT, man. I'll still go back and watch some Catch a Predators, dude. Yeah.
Hansen is the man.
Dude, he's the funniest shit. After like a few seasons, you watch him, he's like getting comical with it. Like,
like
he's like, hey, the way he pops in.
Yeah.
Like enjoying that pizza.
Yeah. That dude is just like still like,
enjoying. He just pops in and he goes, with his papers, he's looking at the papers like, enjoying that pizza. it's like
damn, that used to be on TV.
Yeah, well, he's got his own like YouTube channel now. It's under a different name, but I can't remember what it's called now. But he's basically still doing the same thing. It's just under his own umbrella now, not under like ABC or whatever it was that show was airing on. But there was one of them that like killed themselves or something like that, and they like asked him about it. They're like,
nice.
Does that like make you feel better? He's like, no, thank God.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like check out my YouTube channel, subscribe.
I'm happy that he did. Like, fuck that guy.
There's a couple of categories of people that if they died, I'd be like, nah, that's okay. Yeah. That's one of them. There's not the categories aren't. It's not a large number.
No,
categories.
But there's some really gross humans out there. So
yeah, there's a few
disgusting fucking humans,
and I think everybody can agree to that.
Yeah.
And if you can't, then we can't be friends.
Yeah.
100%.
You can't come to my birthday party.
Subscribe.
The button's down here somewhere.
We're not hanging out.
But if you do agree, then subscribe.
Yeah.
We need you to subscribe.
Yes.
Well, shit, man. It was fun hanging out with you. Getting you back on the podcast.
Always.
Yeah. We covered a lot, I feel like.
Dude, it was fucking cool. Check out his Beat Stars.
Yes.
We'll have it obviously down in the description. As we have, we'll have his Instagram, we'll have his YouTube page, we'll have his Spotify, because, we rap together, but if you listen to the older podcast, he has a solo album, is a banger. And,
And the full send.
Full send.
Yeah.
Full speed entry.
It's a full speed entry.
But we do fully send, so you're
Dude,
not wrong.
It is full send.
Yeah.
100%.
I think that's what you were originally going to name it, and that name just stuck in my brain.
This podcast seemed fully sent and
full send
all
is like,
over.
yeah,
it's
something else. Fuck them. Anyways, thank you guys for subscribing.
Okay, I know what you're talking about now.
Thank you guys for subscribing. If you haven't, make sure you do.
Yeah.
But, also give us a follow on Instagram at The Rap Dad Podcast. Follow Melancholy at Melancholy775. You can give Morale a follow at Al_or_nothing.
Yeah.
Or you can give me a follow at Reno Junes. But all of it's down in the description because everybody's lazy.
We're looking for investors in the Kitty Ditty, either version of it.
Both versions, preferably.
Versions. Yeah. So
hit us up, players.
Yeah.
But other than that, thank you so much for being on.
Yes.
And thank you guys. And we out.
Peace.